Hello. Hi, everyone. Hope you had a great event so far. Um, my name is Cătălin Ciupitu. I am Business Development Manager for Payten for Direct to Merchant Division. And together with me is Ramona Popescu, our Sales Manager for Banking Division. Together we'll present you our company and solutions and benefits for merchants and banks, but also we will have a slide related to comparison technical service provider and payment service provider. Okay, let's start. Okay, we have a slide with some facts and figures about our company. The company was founded in Southeast Europe 25 years ago. We are a leading provider. We started as a leading provider for software services for POS and ATM, serving 150 financial companies, I mean banks and of course financial companies. We are a top player. We have 4,000 employees. We are present in 27 countries, and we are a strong player in the region. So now I would like to switch and introduce you our business lines. We started, as I mentioned, with POS and ATM related services, but because of the trends and the market push us to accelerate the innovation, we started promoting our SinglePOS solution to merchants in the region. Of course, this solution is basically one terminal connected to multiple banks. It's a solution that helps customers to achieve their goal, the business goals, but also in partnership with the bank, we try to define the models and of course the end solution for clients. Now I will switch to benefits, because benefits are important for merchants, but also for the banks. So what is important for a merchant? Basically, you would like a solution that it's a seamless solution, offering a complete ecosystem that help him to serve the customer better. And now this solution refers to both channels, online and in-store, but the focus of the clients, of course, nowadays is on the solution that are seamless, easy to be implemented without any friction. What else it's important for a merchant? A cost reduction, because this cost reduction helps him to optimize and build the entire business strategy for go-to-market. And here I'm referring to one integration with DCR, which is important, and you can see it here. Sorry. One integration with ERP system, one reporting, unified reporting. And these reports basically are important to check the transaction on the sales. But I will go back to make a comparison with the actual business model with the banks nowadays. The client basically has multiple terminals for multiple banks, yep. And the important thing is that through this solution, the client has the chance to unify in one system, in one ERP system, in one ECR integration and one unified report that can highlight basically the transactions for all the banks that are included in this SinglePOS solution. What else is important as a benefit for merchant? Redundancy. And why redundancy? Because now if you have multiple terminals, basically you can have multiple terminals. One terminal that is connected to the bank host could disconnect, and you have basically an issue. Through our solution, basically you have multiple banks behind, and if we disconnect a bank or a bank is disconnected, basically the system activates or switch to another bank. Another topic, I mean a key point, is localized international reach, and how this is done. Through our company, to our solution, we are present in 24 countries, and we are connected with local banks, and we can serve the clients better through direct partnership with local banks. This is important because we will have a slide when we'll show you the difference between PSP and TSP. As a TSP, we can offer merchants this possibility to expand their business internationally, and this is really important to mention, that we have connections with local banks, with local acquirers, and this is an aspect that most of the merchants want when they want to expand internationally, basically. And now we are talking about transparency. Our solution, it's simple. The pricing is simple, is clear. We are trying to help clients to understand from the beginning the solution, but also we focus on the needs of the clients, because it's important, and most merchants, they are basically asking for a customized solution, and that's what Payten is doing, helping them to build a strong partnership through tech solution. Now we have an interesting point to mention, tokenization. This tokenization is done by Payten and could be imported in CRM of the client, of each client, and they can see how many times the client is present in the store. Yep, and also if the client is registered online, if we are talking about omnichannel, we can track the client presence. And this is important because we know we are trying to learn and to understand the client behavior, the end client behavior of our merchant, and we can try to build dedicated campaigns specific to customer needs. And now we are going back to integrations. We talked a bit before about integration. We have integrated in our terminal global payment options, I mean global schemes as Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and so on, but also local schemes. During today's presentations, we hear about MIA, the account-to-account payment method. We have in Romania as well RoPay, and we started working with merchants in Romania with this payment method, and it is becoming a trend now, and is going up slowly, and we see a lot of, let's say, requests from the merchants regarding this account-to-account payments. by payments method by QR code, but also we have the option to facilitate payment by NFC. As a conclusion,
maybe to mention, Catalin, that maybe
please.
it sounds strange, but we are not a competition for the banks. We intend to help the banks.
Yes.
And
Yes.
to focus more on financial transactions and us to take over all this burden of the cost and the hardware and the infrastructure. So you will see here different business models that we are presenting. One of it is this directly with the merchants in connection with you, the banks. And the next one, after Catalin will finish, it will be the outsourcing model, and I will explain you later what it is about.
Basically, we have another slide, benefits for banks. And this is important because I want to highlight exactly what my colleagues mentioned. So, as a conclusion, working with Payten can help you speed the go-to-market. And this is really important. It's a quick integration. We are focused on building relation with the banks, serving our end customers, merchants. And now we are going to see the benefits for the banks, which are, I think, really important. My colleague mentioned. For the banks, we see a new revenue stream via merchant services. And this is important. It's a business model that we have in other countries, and it's demonstrated, it's trusted, and we can apply in any market, demonstrating our value and partnership through our solution. What else is important? Broader SME and corporate reach. That means you can increase the portfolio. That means you can access clients that are not working basically with the bank. Yep. And what the bank can do in this, or how we can see the benefits for the bank to focus on acquiring and merchant relation. Basically, you are not looking to build the technology. We are a technology provider, and our focus is to help the companies to build this ecosystem and the infrastructure, basically. What else? Increase the customer satisfaction, loyalty. How this is done? Basically, we are achieving customer excellence, and it's already demonstrated in other markets. And we are helping clients with a strong SLA to achieve their business goal and serve better the clients. Reduction cost structure via outsourcing to Payten. This is a slide that my colleague will present, and it's important that can help you to improve your figures through this outsourcing model. This synchronized go-to-market plans with Payten is important because we can achieve a long-term partnership together, and we can we can serve the customers. I can say the international customers better because we have customers that are interested to enter Moldova, and it's also an important factor for us, but also for the relation we have with the local banks. Of course, compliance certification and updates will be handled by Payten in partnership, of course, with the banks. And I think this is the most important, let's say, overview of the benefits that a bank will have through a partnership with Payten. And now I will pass the floor to my colleague to present you basically the outsourcing model, the definition and benefits for the banks.
Actually, you will see that there are not a lot of differences, but there are actually. And we will explain you, first of all, starting from the market we are coming, from Romania. We are the team from Romania. And we have seen that in banks, usually, it's coming from two ways. From the merchant way, and it's coming toward the bank that they want to have their own network of POSs and to have the same bank or multiple banks for acquiring for the transactions. And the other business is the one that you have it also, which is standard acquiring business. You have the network of the POS, you have everything. So what is new with this outsourcing model? You can remain the same. So you can have the same network, but you externalize it, you outsource it to us. So this is actually what outsourcing means. You will be focused more on transactional services that you provide, which is your core business, and we will take over this burden of yours with everything related with the POS network. That relates the hardware depreciation, the hardware of the software, but mainly, which is the most difficult and the most costly, it's the terminal management system, the whole infrastructure which is behind a POS fleet network. Why is the banks and the merchant adopt this? Well, the banks adopt this because it's less burden for them. They don't have to invest in any fleet for the POS. Okay, now you may say that you already have it. Okay, you already have it, but you don't have to take care of any renewal of modern POSs. So we will take care of everything that is new on the market and take care that you will have it in the market, in the fleet, of no cost. The only cost which you will have, it's a monthly fee under which you will have the hardware, the services which we will provide, the software, call center, everything else that you will think of. So this is how we are working, and this is how we see in the markets which Payten is present. We are in 15 countries in the Balkan areas, and we see with more than 800,000 POSs we have installed in all these markets that this business it's more going to the outsourcing model. We don't have it in Romania, all outsourcing model. We still have it split, but this is the tendency that we are seeing, and this is the value the banks are seeing when they are making a comparison with the cost, investment, compliance, which they need to take care of, all the things that are behind this process of the POS. I didn't took line by line of everything here that we listed, but you can imagine, because you know better in your business, what is behind all this cost and effort that you're having, and on a simply monthly fee, we can take it over and take care of it. So this is the difference between the business lines that we are having. In Romania, again, it is one standard business which is still working, and it is towards to the bank, and the other one which Catalin explained, which is coming from the merchant, again, to the banks, having more possibilities. Just one thing to mention, I know that you don't have it very expanded here in Moldova. In Romania, this outsourcing model came from unattended markets. So the banks having small projects with unattended market, it was an effort for them to have all this cost with the certification, operation, whatever. And they forced the merchant, the vending guys, parking, whatever, to buy the terminals, which it didn't happen at the beginning, but slowly they adopted. So the merchant bought the terminals, the unattended terminals, from us and had the transactional with the banks. And then it expanded to this POS sharing. So this is from my side, the outsourcing model. I hope everything is clear. If you have any questions, so please.
Okay, if not, we can move to the next slide, which is exactly what I told you, basically. Just a second, because I move a bit faster. Is the comparison between TSP and PSP. Just to a side note here, POS sharing, SinglePOS, multi-acquiring, it's same thing. And I think you know this. But for merchants, it's good to mention because sometimes it's a confusion if it's a different solution or not. And what we can see, technical service provider, Payten is a technical service provider, and is basically a technology company that it's looking forward to partnership with the banks. And Payten is focused to provide the best solution to, it doesn't matter basically the channel, either it's in-store or online. Online you have the checkouts, 3 different models. We are serving the clients, we are trying to come with customized solutions, comparing with maybe other players that are focusing on redirect solution, iframe, but basically customer wants to customize and look attention, or they are moving their attention to build this basically customized solution. What is important to mention here, through TSP model, the banks owns the relation. There are 2 different contracts signed between the merchant, basically by the merchant, one with the bank and one with the technical provider, Payten. White label model. This is exactly what I mentioned before. It's customization, innovation, flexibility, what the merchant are looking nowadays. Basically, through this model, the banks are empowered to compete with PSP or cross-border, international cross-border. In Romania, we have, it's a very mature market. We have a lot of companies that are present on the market. And basically, I think this trend will move to Moldova soon. So through this relation, we are looking to, as a conclusion, to operate as a bank-friendly business, in a bank-friendly business model. And basically, the payment service provider, the PSP, you probably already know, they have full control of the relation with the merchant. They basically offer all-in-one, and PSP and together with the merchant decide to where to settle the money, in which bank or which account. And that's it. Basically, in the next slide, I would like to present you our architecture. Basically, it's the terminal, the SinglePOS. This is for in-store, but it's applicable for online channel as well. It's connected to the switch, where we have the smart routing table. And we are connecting multiple banks. The first bank is basically the ONAS bank, but it could be 2 banks because we can have a backup in case we have outage, and automatically falls back to the second bank. And here we have endless number of banks and acquirers, it doesn't matter. So we can add as many as we want. Yep. Okay, so that's it with our presentation. We run out of time. If you have any questions, we are open to answer.
And we are at the booth.
Yeah. Or you can find us in a lobby area. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.